Have you ever tried to export data from Google Sheets to Firebase only to be met with an error? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the common issues that arise when exporting from Google Sheets to Firebase and how to fix them. I totally get it. Dealing with errors in your code can feel like hitting a brick wall, especially when you're excited about using Firebase. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when integrating Google Sheets with Firebase. Let's look at the specific situation at hand. One user mentioned they're trying to export a column from a demo spreadsheet to Firebase, but encountered an error. They noted that the error seems to be related to the Firebase reference. Sound familiar? Let's break this down together. So, what could be causing this error? The message states that Firebase app is not defined. This usually means that the Firebase library isn't properly included in your script. We'll go through the steps to resolve this issue. And stick around. I have a great tip at the end that will help you avoid these errors in the future. To address the reference error, the user needs to ensure that the Firebase app library is included in the Google Apps script project. This can be done by enabling the Firebase API in the Google Cloud Console. Next, the user should check if the Firebase app library is properly added to the script. They can do this by clicking on the plus icon next to Libraries in the Apps script editor. After ensuring the library is added, the user should verify the Firebase URL is correct. This URL should point to the database they intend to use. Finally, the user should test the script again after making these adjustments. They can do this by running the function write data to Firebase in the Apps script editor. Fun fact, did you know that Firebase was originally developed to help developers build real-time applications? It's come a long way since then, but errors like these can still trip us up. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests adding a library in the script's resources tab. They recommend searching for the library ID MYEP8T1YLVDX9PO7-2L and selecting the version 11 static. After adding the library, you can rerun your script to resolve the error. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests checking a few key areas if you're having trouble exporting from Google Sheets to Firebase. First, ensure that your sheet has permission to access your Google account and documents. Next, verify that the Firebase database URL is referenced correctly. For testing purposes, you might want to loosen permissions on Firebase to allow writing. Lastly, consider using the logger.log tool to debug and see what outputs you get in specific sections of your code. The user also shared a modified code example that uses dynamic header titles instead of hard-coded values. This approach allows for more flexibility when exporting data to Firebase. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests initializing the Firebase app class using plain JavaScript. First, load the Firebase library by creating a script element and appending it to the document head. Then, initialize Firebase with your project's configuration details. Alternatively, if you're using Webpack or Browserify, you can install the Firebase package and initialize it with a similar configuration. This approach allows for modular use of Firebase features. Here's the tip I promised. Always keep your libraries updated and check the documentation for any changes. This can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to resolve the Firebase export error. Remember, troubleshooting is part of the process. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video where we tackle more Firebase challenges.